My journey with vitiligo started when I got diagnosed in 2008.
When my parents came, realized I have some patches. They take me to some hospitals, some health centers, and actually I was so shocked. And I got some stress. I started hiding myself.
And at that time, that's the time I realized that I'd had vitiligo for quite some time. I think I saw a spot. The first spot that I'd seen on vitiligo was on my feet. And I think I was in primary school. That I was, I think, 13 years old at the time. And I think it's diagnosis that actually made me realize that it's a condition that I've had for quite some time. That is diagnosis that happened in 2008. So what basically happened is I thought I actually had an allergy reaction on my cheek. And we went to the nearest dispensary to probably just get an anti-allergic reaction drugs or something like that. And then when we got there, I was given a cream which I applied on my face. And on applying, actually after applying that cream, that's the time the patch started spreading, and the whole of my face almost was just getting whiter and whiter by the day. And the experience has not been really quite easy, because having vitiligo within the community that we am in gives guys the impression of probably maybe you're having a condition that came out of a curse, or probably maybe a bad omen, or maybe you might have done something that within the customs is not it's unacceptable.
My first reaction was I was a little bit jittery. I was scared. I thought that these people probably got into an accident where probably they got burnt. And at some point, I thought that it is something that probably will transmit from one person to the other. Later on, I came to understand that these are just normal human beings, but they've got a certain conditions which are totally affecting their skin, and they needed our help.
People can be harsh at the same time if you do not look like everybody else.
Sometimes I use a lot of makeup in the morning. I have to apply makeup in the morning in the face so that I can hide my vitiligo.
And like I've shared, the employment issue was one of the most difficult moments in my life, because getting a job was extremely so hard. And you had to throw in so many applications as if you're trying to shuffle up your CVs everywhere else in some of these companies just to find an opportunity. I think that one of the most hurtful thing is when I joined in my first year, somebody remarked that they'd rather be suffering from any other condition other than what she had seen on my face. And if that would have been the case, she would probably maybe just commit suicide. I think that's one of the most hurtful comments that I'd ever had. And I think the other person also just remarked that I'd rather have HIV than get to have a condition on my face like this one.
I was in high school and I was in class. The teacher asked me in front of the whole class, William, ulala hivyo then ukaamka when you have the vitiligo. So it hurted me very much, and I cried, and I felt so bad. First boyfriend, when he approached me, aliniona, we were chatting online, but when we met the first time with him, he saw me with vitiligo. Then from that, akaniambia, just take this fare, just this transport and go back. From that day, the conversation ikaishia hapo.
My very first one, which actually almost got into, actually didn't actually get into it really. I actually took off. So it was more like a blind date of sort. So I think we just met online. And she actually insisted that we have to meet. And then when I realized that actually we had to meet and she was pushing it so hard, actually avoided the whole conversation and failed to show up. But the way I showed up was funny. I carried along one of my friends, and I let the friend now play my part, so be Tom, and I'm him, just to take over now.
The beautiful thing, it's when I came across one of my friend, she encouraged me and akaniambia, actually you look good. I have one of my, you actually should not fear.
My friendship with persons with vitiligo has really evolved. I look into it that I've been able to add, and it has impacted my life positively because there are things I didn't know, but now at least I've been educated a little bit. I get to understand them. Most of them are very beautiful, as you can see. And that is what makes us to be unique.
My advice to people who just realize that they have vitiligo is that they need to find support systems.
They're part of this society, they're part of this community, that we can be able to work together, that we can be able to understand them and also ensure that we've got equality whereby they're allowed to work just like any other person.
I could advise her accept na continue na just assume there's nothing because it's just a normal thing.
Because for most of us, the sharing of the stories that we actually have has been quite psychotherapeutic. It helps you to carry on and boost your self-esteem.
This support came when I was first diagnosed. I take a lot of medication. I was taken to many herbal clinic, but nothing happened. It was just nothing changed.
We are loud,
Proud,
and
Covered.
and remember,
We are united.
Our skin colors